the name of your profile will be added on to the myspace.com. So the name of this profile is myspace.com/interestinastrology. And once you create that name, it's permanent. You can't change it. So make sure it's something memorable and catchy, because you're basically stuck with it pretty much indefinitely. So once you've named your profile, you will next go to Profile, and then in the drop-down menu, Edit Profile. This will take you to the behind the scenes section, where you can add layouts, add content, and so on. So it's a good idea to add a headline. It's optional, but you don't necessarily have to do it. I recommend using a quote, something kind of memorable that'll help your page stand out. I found this particular quote here in just some quote site that I found. It took me a couple of minutes. Again, this is optional. You don't have to add it, but it's kind of a nice touch. Now below this is the About Me section. This is where you write about who you are and what you're doing. Again, my kind of black hat technique is that I act like someone who is involved in this niche and is somewhat knowledgeable about it. You can write pretty much anything you like, but that tends to be a pretty good idea. It helps establish you as someone who knows what they're talking about. And this About Me section too is also where you will place your MySpace layout code, which I'm going to show you how to get that. To get a MySpace layout for your profile, what you do is go to Google search and do a search for MySpace layouts. There's possibly hundreds of sites that have free layouts that you can add into your site, and so I'll show you how to do this here. So, and again, it's important to choose one that's kind of relevant to your niche, or it's pretty typical of a person who would be involved in your niche market. So we will go to layouts. Okay, MySpace layouts. Okay. Okay, so here's the selection of layouts. There's quite a lot of them. Once you found one that you like, click on the picture. And again, some sites will be different, but this is generally how most of these function. You would then be looking for the code. Let's see if we can find it here. Okay, in this case I'm having trouble finding the code, so I'm just going to go back and hit up another layout site. And again, some of the layout sites can be kind of difficult to navigate. They all function kind of differently. So I'll try the second result here. Okay, so MySpace layouts. Okay, we'll just click on the first one here, my abstract MySpace layouts. Okay, and here you go. So you should be looking for something that says get MySpace layout codes. Okay. Okay, and here we go. Okay, I'm having trouble with this one as well, so I'm going to go back once again to our search results page and hit up the third site. Hopefully this will work this time. And we'll click on layouts. Okay, MySpace layouts. And we will select the first one here. Okay, and then open range. Okay, that was a preview. We'll close it, and details and code. Hopefully this will actually have the code I'm looking for. Okay, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for this code right here. So what you'll do is highlight all of it, and once it's all highlighted, then you would simply click on copy and then come back to your MySpace page, and you would paste this right below your description, about one space down. I'm not actually going to paste this code right now because I actually want to keep the layout that I have with this profile, but that's how you do that. It's that simple. Like I said, there's tons of the MySpace layouts that you can find. Just make sure the layout you select is appropriate for your niche market. Now, right below the About Me section is where I place my opt-in box. Again, you can place it pretty much anywhere you want, but this seems to be the most effective for me. I don't place it in the first About Me section because I don't want to look like I'm only at MySpace just to get subscribers, but I also want it to be noticed, so I'm going to put it somewhere towards the top of the page. So this position seems to work pretty good for me. So within this box is the code that I generated on Aweber, which is the autoresponder service that I use. So again, all you do, like as with the layout, is just copy and paste the code, and you should be good to go. It should show up. The trouble you might have is that the code might be kind of incompatible with the layout that you select. So when you select a layout, it's a good idea to preview your page and make sure this actually looks right. Some layouts may shrink the size of your text. Some may cause the text of your opt-in box not to be visible, which kind of renders it useless. So always check before you actually select. Always be sure, rather, to preview your MySpace page before you make any permanent changes. Now, below this, in the interest section, what I've done is I took the keywords that I generated when I did my keyword research, and then I pasted all of those right into my interest box, and then I turned basically all of these keywords into a hyperlink back to my main webpage. Now, below this is where I've placed my videos in the music and movies section. And again, I got the code for these right on YouTube. To get the code for a particular video, all you have to do is go to YouTube, and I already have a video pulled up here, and look for embed, and then copy and paste this code, and then paste it right in there, and it should show up just fine. I recommend using some special text other than the default text that the profile provides you. In this case, I just used front page, and I generated some text that matched the layout that I'd selected. If you just use the plain text, it won't be very noticeable, and you want it to stand out. So, okay, so now I wanted to show you how to add an application into your MySpace page. Okay, I'm going to click on Apps Gallery. Now, the two applications you should really think about adding to your MySpace page are WebLink 2 and Digital Scrolling Text. To find these, you simply go to the Search Apps feature here on the right-hand side, and type in WebLink 2, and this will bring it right up. And adding an application is extremely easy. You click on the link here, and usually rather than remove this app, it will have add this application, and once you click that, the application will be added to your profile. Then you have the option with this particular application of adding the URL that you want displayed on your website. It's very cool. It's just a way to get some additional free traffic to your website. And the other application you're going to want is the Digital Scrolling Text, which you will find in exactly the same manner. Just go here and type in Digital Scrolling Text. And once again, the same procedure. Click on it, and here you will click on Add this application. And that is basically how you create a MySpace page that you can also use as a list building tool. If you don't already have an autoresponder service, I would highly suggest Aweber, because I think they're extremely reliable, and their service is also very easy to use. But you can feel free to use whatever you want, but you will need an autoresponder, as that is crucial. Before you start actually building your MySpace page, I would suggest taking a couple of minutes and looking at some other MySpace pages of people who belong to the groups that you're interested in, or that are your niche market. That way you have a kind of a good idea of what it is that these people are putting on their profile, so you can kind of blend in. That's what I did with this particular page. I selected some pages and noticed some common music, and then I just went in and added that music to my page. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to start getting friends and start getting profile views, and how to start doing this extremely easily. So I will see you in the next video.